All right, you're going to hear me say this a million times, so we might as well just get started recording it. Present value, future value, payment rate and time. Present value, future value, payment rate and time. Present value, future value, payment rate and time. You want me to do it in voices? I'm not good at voices. Present value, PV, future value, FV, payment, PMT, rate and time, N per. Present value, future value, payment, rate, and time. Up here then, present value, future value, payment, rate, and time. Center them and underline them. I drew a bottom border. I didn't underline. Underline would be Control U. This was Alt HBO, or right here, bottom border. Present value, future value, payment, rate, and time. So, down here, let's write the word question. So, the question number 1 that we will ask, how much would I pay today for $100 in 1 year at 10%? Whenever we ask the question, how much would I pay today, we're asking to solve for present value. Make that cell yellow. It's Alt HH, or it's under your home screen for fill colors. How much would I pay today means yellow. Solve for present value. If I got 100, anything that doesn't happen in the present happens in the future. And this would be Alt HAN, enter, or accounting format, $100 that I would get when in a certain number of periods. 1. What types of periods are those? Go into cell editor mode. Let's use Y for yearly. Sorry, I didn't type this properly. Let's update that. 10%. I said out loud, I failed to type in the percent sign over there. How much would I pay today? Solve for yellow. If I was given 100, that's the future value. For number of periods, 1y, at a rate of 10%. I like my percents as decimals personally. This is why, Eric, dude, seriously, I have no idea how to change it. We got to figure it out, man. You know, like Erland or one of those dudes, they probably know how to do it, or Shatil. So I like my rates in decimals, and I like to generally have them be at least 2 decimals, but 4 when we get even more specific. So I know this, it's Alt HK, or it's changed this formatting. I don't even know what K is. What's the K? Alt HK. Huh, I can't even figure it out. Alt H, it's down arrow. Where's my K? Ah! I think it's this one. I think it's general. Yeah, that's the one. Alt HK. Dude, I didn't even know how to do it your way anymore. That's weird. Yeah, payment. Payment is going to be something a little special. Payment's kind of a shortcut. We're not going to use it a lot. We're going to reserve it for more things specific. So I'm going to put a 0 in there and make it into a dollar just so that we have values in all 4 of our alternate variables. Up here then, I'm going to hit Shift F2. For you, I think it's called insert a note or insert a comment. If you don't know how to do it, I think you can go up in the search bar and type in the word note, and it will give you the option then of jumping into a note. I am going to do it this way. I'm going to do the equals PV with parentheses method. Oh, sorry, thank you. PV. Whereas you might like to go to financial dash formulas dash PV. The choice is yours. I think coding is faster and easier, but the second way is more visual. So let me show you both ways. First, I'll show you the way you would do it because I think you might understand it better. I'm on my home tab, I go to formulas. From formulas, I'm going to financial. From financial, I'm finding PV. When I select it, it brings me up this dialog box right here that is a point and click method of inserting cell references. So rate sits for me right over here, and here's a bummer, you do kind of have to use the mouse to start. Makes me upset, but I get over it. I guess I could just type B5 if I wasn't, yeah. All right, from there, I hit tab and it says, where's number of periods? That's in B6, or this one right here. I tab again, my payment is in B4. I tab again, and my FV is in B3. What's neat too is it even shows you down here, like if you have an error, it'll be like error in code. I don't know how to do that. Otherwise, I hit OK. It comes out red because it's not formatted as accounting. When I change my formatting to accounting, then it puts it in brackets as indication of my negatives. Notice then, I'm going to go back into that note, and I want you to look at what's in yellow. Excel thinks of cash flows out as negative numbers. Make this wider so you can see it better. Did you see our answer? How much would I pay for $100 in 1 year at 10%? Excel told you the answer was negative 90.91. You would never answer the question, how much would you be willing to pay? I'll pay you negative $90.91. Wait, what? That means you're giving me $90.90. So Excel thinks if it's a cash flow out, it's negative. Therefore, I would use the sentence, I would be willing to pay up to $90.91 right now for $100 that I would get in 1 year if instead I could earn 10%. The note, certainly. You're welcome. Thank you for asking. Yeah, this is a goofy part that you have to learn about Excel in the beginning. Negative numbers means cash flows out. Negative numbers means cash flows out. Negative numbers means cash flows out. Whether they're now or in the future, negative numbers means cash flows out. All right, let's flip the switch. Here's your next question. Question number 2. How much would I get in 1 year if I invested $100 today at 10%? 1,280. How much would I get in 1 year if I invested $100 today at 10%? I'm going to move that one cell over because I want it to be in the same column, column C, as I'm playing with the FV formula now, which tells me the next thing I'm going to build is an answer that's going to give me the formula value for future value. What?
How'd you move it?
Oh, actually, I did Control X, right arrow once, enter. Oh, you're inside the cell, hit escape. Hold down Control and X at the same time. Go. It takes Excel chops, baby. Like, you gotta practice. It's Control, here, hit escape. Anytime you get in trouble, hit escape, and then just hold down Control. hold down the control button and go left arrow like this. See? All right, ready? Let go. Control X. Let go. Right arrow. Enter. Boom. All right. So, FV, how much would I get in, again, 1 year? I'm going to center those. I just think it looks better. If I invested $100 today, aha. Next big thing I have to remember is Excel thinks of cash flows out as negatives, so my present value would be negative 100 in this second question. Because I'm investing, I'm giving you money today. So money that comes out of my pocket. I expect to get money back then at some point in time. And we won't worry about payment for a while. It's a special case that we'll get to. And again, my rate is 10%. How much money would I get in the future? I like equals FV. You might like finance, formulas, financial. But when you do it this way, what I dig about typing the code is it tells me in order. What's the rate? The rate is C5. And then it shows me, and this too, Scandinavia-ish and whatnot, yours is sometimes different than mine. Mine shows me I need to put a comma there. And then it tells me I need N per. I can even use my arrow keys to move around. There's my number of periods is in C6, comma. I don't have anything in payment sitting over here, but it certainly doesn't hurt me. I highlight it. It's just a 0 in there. Comma, present value. Make it into a pretty number. Save it. You now have the ability to calculate future values. For this one, equals FV, open parentheses, in order, rate, comma, payment, comma, I missed my N per, dude. I got to do it again. Equals FV, rate, comma. Is yours comma or is yours semicolon? Yeah, be careful with that then, because you and I might miscommunicate by mistake. Number of periods, comma, me, semicolon, you, payment, present value. And then once you're done, Excel's smart enough, you can just hit enter and it knows what to do, how to finish it off. Now, come down here, make a note. If you took high school math, you at some point learned the basic future value formula. We express it like this. Future value is equal to present value multiplied by 1 plus the rate raised to the nth power. Yeah. All right. Tell you what, hang on for the time being. We'll come back and fix it because I'm at 13 minutes. I'm going to have to pause in just a second anyway. If I weigh 100 pounds when I'm in 6th grade and into 7th grade, I gain 15% of my body weight. You all know in your heads I'm 115 pounds. How did you do that? You took 1 plus my growth rate. 1 plus 0.15 equals 1.15. And then you multiplied it by my starting weight, 100. 100 times 1.5 is 115. That's the future value formula. 100 times 1 plus 0.15 for 1 year, n raised to the first power, is 115. Eventually, though, we're going to look at things like 15, 20, 50 years out. But instead of us having to do those calculations, we're going to let the future value function in Excel do it for us.